Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Live on Xbox. This one's a little bit of a special one. This is our pre-E3 show. We weren't live yesterday, but we're going live today to bring you all our predictions and what we want to see at the Xbox panel at
E3 conference, Sean.
the Xbox conference at E3. So I'm Sean, and as usual, we have Austin joining us.
Right.
And we're just going to talk all things E3 today and just what we want to see. So last year we saw a big E3 conference from Microsoft. They had the acquisition of a few studios. And this year it doesn't sound like it's going to be any different. It's going to be different, but we're going to be getting a lot of games from these studios. I hear that we're getting over 14 exclusives from these new studios that they acquired. So I'm quite excited for that. But Austin, let's start with you. What do you want to see at this E3 conference come Sunday?
At Microsoft's conference, I would like to see some Halo footage, or if we don't get any gameplay footage, I would like to see maybe a teaser trailer for the TV show.
Oh, I didn't even think about the TV show there. So, yeah, that TV show has been in development for quite some time now, but now that Showtime has acquired it and given it the green light, we have seen some progress going on, and we have updated on previous episodes exactly what that progress is. So that is something that viewers can look forward to. I'm not sure if we'll see it at the E3 conference, but it is a 2-hour conference, so we're expecting to see quite a bit there. So on the other end, I do, like Austin mentioned, I do expect to see Halo game footage. I want a release date for Halo Infinite. And I want to get that trailer. I want to see what we're in store for. And I want a holiday 2019 release.
The next one I was thinking about was it would be nice to see what Studio MDHR, I think that's their name, who did Cuphead. I would like to see if they have anything coming in the pipeline, because I really liked Cuphead, but it would be cool to see, if they bring all of the lessons that they learned from making that game to a new project, possibly with more funding from Microsoft, because I don't know if they acquired them or if they just been partners with them for trying to release Cuphead. It would be nice to see something new from them.
At the same time, I doubt we'll see something new from them just because they're still working on Cuphead for different platforms.
I heard it came out for the Tesla recently.
It's coming out for Tesla, which is stupid. Like, you're driving, you don't need a video game. So, yeah, I don't know why they're doing that, but they are. So just with that kind of stuff, I do find it a little hard to see them coming out with something else. But who knows? So I do expect, I don't expect a lot of the games getting announced to be introduced as Xbox exclusives. I expect them to be. It's going to start off with. I think it's going to do a recap of what they've done with this generation of console, and then they're going to start going to the next generation. And I don't mean only hardware, but they're going to introduce hardware, then they're going to introduce the xCloud, and then they're going to introduce these games as new or exclusive to xCloud. And then it's going to be revealed that xCloud is not only going to be on Xbox products or Microsoft products, but also the Switch. So I do believe we're going to see that, and we're going to see the full reveal of xCloud before we get these game announcements.
Yeah, I think they would like to get like the hardware and like business stuff out of the way before they start to, because once you get that out of the way, you don't have to try and hold someone's attention in the middle of the press conference to tell them about the new services or consoles. That way they can just rapid fire, like they kind of did last year, rapid fire some new titles out there, some more trailers. But I think, was it last year that Fallout 76 was announced, Sean?
Yes, it was.
What I want is kind of like what they did with Fallout 76, where Todd Howard came out at the end and was like, here's our new game. It's Fallout. come check it out at the Bethesda conference. I would like the same thing to happen with Starfield, which they had officially announced last year, which is the new Bethesda game studios title that they've been working on for many, many years. It's been rumored for tons, like for a long time. I've been reading about it on the internet for, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years that it's been in the works, and I would really like to see what this game actually is.
Yeah, like I think we're going to have other studios come out and show their stuff, and then they're going to say how it's going to work for the new hardware and how they're going to take advantage of it. We're probably going to hear a lot about ray tracing, and then it's going to be introduced as new to xCloud or exclusive to xCloud.
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if Ubisoft, I know this is probably not going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if they came to the stage to talk about how maybe xCloud or the next generation of Xbox has helped them with trying to develop their game Beyond Good and Evil 2, because that game looks massive and probably needs some systems like that to help run it and make it a possibility.
Yeah. My big hesitation was saying, I know like PS5 has said we're getting ray tracing in the next iteration, and that's supposed to be the big thing with this next console. But I have a very hard time imagining how these games are going to be coming through, looking good, and having ray tracing. Because even the top like PCs have a hard time with ray tracing.
So maybe they're going to be relying on using a bit of the xCloud. Like it would run partially on hardware, partially on xCloud.
Yeah, like that'd make more sense because then the processing isn't all done on the Xbox itself. But yeah, like even the top PCs, they can't hold 60 frames with ray tracing. So that's what I'm curious about. I'm really curious to see the specs of the new Xbox.
Yeah, and that's something I want to see too, because I am running on an original Xbox One. So I kind of want to see what might be available to me to possibly upgrade to, and or if I should, just maybe go with a 1S rather than the next one, depending on what they tell me at the conference. So that's really what's going to make my decision. Is there anything else at the Xbox press conference, specifically the Microsoft one, that you want to see?
I want to see, well, I've said most of it. I do want to get a solid release date for xCloud. They're going to announce a beta. That's almost guaranteed. They're going to announce a new console. They're going to announce Halo. Well, give more details on Halo. I want to see more expansions for Sea of Thieves. I want to get. I want to hear about our Microsoft games. Why do we want to buy an Xbox? What's going to draw us to keep buying an Xbox?
Yeah, the last few things I just started to remember here is I would be interested in seeing maybe a new Conquer game, which was a rare game that had come out for the N64. It was just kind of like, it was a humorous take on your Banjo-Kazooie style games. Also, I am very interested in actually seeing Gears 5 gameplay. That's a series that I kind of got into recently, and I am excited to see if they change up the formula a little bit more and maybe move away from that very strict third-person cover shooter and maybe open it up a little bit, and that's what I want to see. But I think that's it for myself from the Microsoft conference.
Yeah, so let's just go over the schedule for this E3 week with Microsoft. Sunday, June 9th is the Xbox briefing at 2 Mountain Time and like 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And then on June 10th, we have Inside Xbox at 4 o'clock till 5:30. And then on June 11th, I don't think this is going to be broadcasted, but like they have stuff going on all week. Microsoft Experience at Microsoft Theater is from 12 p.m. until 8 p.m. And then there's Xbox Experience at Microsoft Theater, and this one's going to be put on Mixer. And this one is at 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. So I highly doubt that. I don't know what to expect at these two things, but the big ones are going to be at on the Xbox briefing and Inside Xbox. I think the other ones are more so for fans at E3, even though
because didn't they recently open up E3 to general public?
I believe so.
Yeah. I know I keep saying I just thought about this and that, but this just came to my mind. I think that we will see a new Batman game get announced either at the Microsoft conference or what other big publishers are there, or console? Is it only Microsoft that's
only Microsoft is here, but that just also remind me of Square Enix's conference.
Okay, yeah, but this wouldn't be announced there. This would definitely be most likely announced, if anything, at the Microsoft conference. So this is something I wouldn't be surprised to see, and I would be very, very happy and excited to get anything related to another DC Rocksteady game.
Yeah, and then what I mentioned with the Square Enix one, that one we might actually be seeing during Xbox's conference as well. Seeing as they're the only console publisher there with their new Avengers game, will we get some footage at the Xbox one?
I definitely think we're going to get footage, especially because of some of the leaks that have come out with that game, talking about what the gameplay style is, some of the mechanics that are in it. I think because of that information being out there, it's almost like they have a gameplay teaser ready.
Yeah, so that's something I'm excited to see. I am really pumped for E3 this year, mostly because we're expecting hardware. But I don't have much more to say about the conference itself. Just make sure you guys tune in. I don't think we'll be doing a live reaction just because we aren't allowed to actually broadcast the E3, but we will be doing a live on Xbox that day for sure. And if we can't do live reaction, we'll definitely be recapping what we just saw.
Just before we close out here, I've got two other games that I would like to see. One of them you and I had talked about offline, and this probably won't surprise you, but I would like to see a third Wolfenstein installment in the main line. I know that they have an expansion or a standalone downloadable content story coming out for about BJ Blazkowicz's daughters, but I really want to see them wrap up BJ's story, and because I played both of them and I really got hooked. I just want to see where that story ends up. And the other one that I have here is I want to see another Splinter Cell. I mean, that series has been dormant for 5 years, I think, maybe even coming on to 6 here, because the last one was Blacklist, I think 2013. This would be a game that would benefit from having a next-gen console, especially because how Blacklist was pushing. I think graphically it was amazing, and you could even download a high-resolution texture pack, which made it look even better. And I want to play another Spies versus Mercs multiplayer. And I think it would be the kind of multiplayer that we need now, especially with all these Battle Royale games coming out. It would be something fresh again.
Yeah, and then another thing that, not a game I want to see, but something that I thought we should probably mention is it is that time of year where we get all these E3 sales, and Microsoft has announced theirs. You can't see it because hardware acceleration messes stuff up, but right now, the announced sale is Xbox One consoles and bundles. The Xbox One X is $100 off, and all Xbox One S consoles and bundles, including the new Xbox One S All Digital Edition and the Xbox One S Fortnite Battle Royale Special Edition bundle, are $50 off. Games are up to 75% off. select games, including newly released titles such as Mortal Kombat 11, Sekiro, Shadow Die Twice, and Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 are all on sale for up to 75% off. They do have some PC games on sale as well. Controllers are 10% off, and big savings on gaming PC games and official Xbox gear.
Just a deal I saw that was actually pretty good here is Yooka-Laylee, which is a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie style games. Is $12.49 right now with Xbox Live Gold. That's a really good deal. So if that's those kind of platformers are what you're into, I would definitely take a look at that one.
Yeah, I have played that one. Wasn't my cup of tea, but then I know one of my buddies has played it, and here's a big he liked Banjo-Kazooie, and he loved it. So, but yeah, do we have any Xbox games with gold?
I think we covered those. Sorry, I think that we covered those last episode here, Sean.
I don't believe we did.
It was Portal. Portal was one of them. I can't remember the Xbox One ones.
It's NHL 19. It's Portal, and it is here NHL 19, which we did not cover last time. I don't believe that one is a new one. You have the golf one, which is a May one. Geez, it'd help if I'm on. Okay, here we go. Now available. We have the Golf Club 2019 one. We have NHL 19, which is the new one, like the new game that got announced in the past week. It's available now until June 30th, and then Portal is available from now until June 15th. And then coming on June 16th is Rivals of Aether, and that will be available until July 15th.
Yeah, so I've just got the visual here for the people watching. So like Sean was saying, NHL 19, June 1st to the 30th. Rivals of Aether, June 16th, July 15th. Portal, the first one, June 1st to June 15th. And then Earth Defense Force 2017, which is June 16th to the 30th. I recommend, I haven't played Earth Defense Force, just not my kind of game. I've seen it online, but definitely go pick up Portal. And if you got friends who are into Smash Bros. Style fighting games, Rivals of Aether is a good replacement for that on the Xbox. And NHL 19, well, if you're into sports games, this is a perfect pickup for you.
Yeah, and like having NHL 19 for free, that is unprecedented. Like,
especially with EA having their own EA Access Vault or whatever they call that.
Yeah, like that's the first time I recall EA even having a game on Games with Gold. So that is huge. And that game still retails for about between $60 and $80.
Still, I thought you could get it for around $40.
I think it depends on the day.
Okay.
It hasn't really they haven't really slashed their prices on that one quite yet. So yeah, on Amazon you can get it for $40, but that bounces all the time, so it's on sale right
now. Yeah. What Microsoft is saying here is that there's $104.96 of savings of value and possible 3,200 gamer score if you get the achievements on these games.
Yeah. Portal, that one is a really good one to see. I love the Portal games. You know, I'd like to see Portal 2 on there soon.
Yeah, and with Portal 1, what I really like is that if you're not super if you play it and you like it, but you're not super invested, it's not that much of a time sink. I think it maybe takes an hour and a bit to complete. So yeah, just sit down and finish it. It's a great game.
And it's just as good as the second one. But what the second one has for me is that multiplayer mode.
Mm-hmm. And it really expands on the lore of the facility and whatnot.
And like what I really like about the multiplayer is that it's not the same story as single player. It's a completely different story that still takes place in the main line.
And arguably just as lengthy.
Yeah, it definitely is. There's a lot to do and a lot of levels, and it's just fantastic. And it does build on what's going on in that main story. So it just makes a puzzle game just that much more intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So any before we tune off or tune out or go offline, do you have any more predictions that you just want to say just so that you said them before they happen?
Like I said, I think there's going to be a Splinter Cell, and I think we're going to get a Batman game, and those are my actual two predictions. And you know, Todd Howard showing up talking about Starfield. We'll see Starfield sometime at E3.
I don't know if both consoles will have a disc drive. I am wanting it to, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. I will not be surprised if Xbox One games continue to work on all consoles. So I don't think they're going to announce that, oh, every game from now on is only going to work on this new hardware. I do think they're going to stick to that backwards compatibility, especially with the Xbox One X. They might announce that your Xbox is obsolete, but I think the One S and the One X will move on with the next generation.
Fair enough. Pretty good prediction.
Yeah, so, but we'll all see in less than a week now. It's the best time of the year to be a gamer. Make sure you check out all those sales.
One more thing before we sign off here, Sean. What have you been playing this week?
This week I have been playing NBA 2K19. And I think that's pretty much it. I have played a little bit of the Division 2. It is intriguing. I didn't play the first one that much, but the second one, it does get you in a story right away. And my only complaint is it is just repetitive so far. Like you go, you shoot, you go, you shoot. So I guess that's what a shooter is. But
looter shooter, yeah, it's the nature of the game.
Yeah. So, but it's not bad. It is good, and I'm playing by myself. Like if I don't know if it would improve my experience playing with friends in that one. I think it'd feel just the same as playing by myself.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's not bad. Like it's definitely worth a look. So, what have you?
This week I played The Outer Wilds, which came out on the 30th. Almost done that one. Got some plans with it, so we'll see where that goes. I've been playing some Fortnite, and I've been digging more into the Borderlands 2, which has been a lot of fun and deeper story-wise than I thought it would be. And yeah, it's kind of surprising me, and I can't wait to see maybe some more Borderlands 3 gameplay and whatnot.
At E3?
Possibly.
Yeah. So that's what we've been doing this week. It has been a slower week for me with video games, and we haven't done a whole lot of that Fortnite stuff lately, which is okay. But speaking of Fortnite, they had their second last weekend of qualifiers for duos, and Ninja still hasn't qualified. So just some big
news.
That's
for you, Fortnite community.
Yeah, some big news in the esports thing right there. So anyways, we're not a Fortnite podcast. But I want to thank all our viewers for tuning in. It is a day late and a little bit rushed and jumbled together, but I want to thank everyone for tuning in and taking a look. And we'll have a better episode coming up next weekend after the E3 conference. I am more than excited. We should be going live at about 5, so that's an hour after the conference ends. And yeah, can't wait to talk about it. So thanks, Austin, for joining today.
Yep.
And we'll see all you gamers next Sunday after the Xbox E3 conference. Take care.